Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cyberpunk 2077. Now in today's episode, I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick that will allow you guys to have stackable clothing mods, specifically the armadillo, so you guys can get a ton of armor on your character very quickly. I'm also going to show you guys a couple different locations where you can actually get the armadillo crafting mod. This is actually going to be one of them right here. And I'm going to show you guys here that in just a moment, but I want to show you guys my character stats first of all. So you can see that my armor on this previous save that I had is actually only at 614. I'm going to show you guys all the different tips and tricks. I'm going to show you guys 2 locations for the crafting mod and show you guys everything that you need to know in order to get the most out of your armor. Now, I'm going to be specifically using just these pieces of armor. So if you guys have more mod slots available on your clothing, so if you guys were to go into your inventory and you guys were have, say, 3, maybe 4 on here, maybe you guys have like a different net running suit or whatever it might be. So this will ultimately help you guys out quite a bit. And I'll show you guys the different things and different tips that you guys can actually improve your armor even with the stuff that you guys currently have. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you guys right where we're at for the first crafting mod. So this is where you guys need to go to right here. This is Assault in Progress. Now, if you've already completed it, more than likely you've already picked it up without even realizing it. So just go to this location right here in Watson in the north side. You're going to be able to pick this up pretty much right at the beginning of the game, which is why I'm showing this one first and foremost. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this Assault in Progress. And I don't even know what weapons I'm currently using here. So let's... Okay, divided we stand. All right, I guess I can use that. We need to go around the side here. And we're going to go and just take care of these little peasies. Oh, man, that guy calls me all the time. It's actually pretty annoying, to be 100% honest. All right, so once you guys take care of that Assault in Progress, which was pretty easy peasy, you guys are going to come right to this box right here, and you're going to go ahead and get that crafting spec of the armadillo. Now, I don't have it with this specific save, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just take it because we're going to need that. All right, so the other thing that you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys have is you guys are going to want to make sure that your character is a technical ability of 18. I highly recommend that you guys get technical ability 18 in pretty much any possible combination of builds, because crafting is such an important element inside of Cyberpunk 2077. Now, there are a couple different things that you're going to want to be able to do if you guys want to take advantage of this mostly. The main one is actually going to be this efficiency right here. So crafted clothes gains you 2.5% more armor. Obviously, that's going to help you out quite a bit. Now, the next one for the second crafting mod, or the armadillo mod, is going to be located right down here in Haywood. However, this is going to be a cyber cycle sighting, so just be prepared for that. It's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but not too bad. But anyway, you just need to hop down over here, and it should be right here in this box, just in case you need that one. The other one is a little bit easier, and you can get it right away at the beginning of the game, but either one will work just fine. Now, when you guys get your crafting level up to a level 18, as shown right here, then you guys will actually have access to these clothing items that you guys can go ahead and craft. Now, these are specifically more for women because I'm playing as a female character, but you guys can actually go ahead and craft these if you guys have the components that are necessary in order to do that. So if you guys don't have enough components right now, you guys can either do the duplication glitch, or you guys can actually buy some, whatever means that you guys need to do that. So what you want to do from here is actually just craft a few of these items. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and craft a couple, and we're going to see if we can get one of these netrunner suits that will actually have a 4-slot inventory in it. Let's just see. Oh, yeah, nice. And we didn't get anything in there, so we can actually go ahead and we can use one of these. So that is absolutely fantastic. So we're actually going to go ahead and equip one of these netrunner suits, and it's starting out at an armor of 400 or 116. And if we actually take a look at our character stats now, we probably went up a little bit from the beginning of the episode. So 626 is where we're currently at for our armor. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into crafting. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to grab the armadillo mod. And what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and just craft a few of these. Now we're going to craft as many as needed. And what we're trying to do here is we're going to try to get some epic ones, we're going to try to get some rare, and we're going to try to get some uncommon and some common ones, hopefully inside of our inventory with all of this. All right, now what we can do is we can just go back into our inventory, take a look, make sure that we actually have what we're looking for. And let's see, did we craft any? All right, so at this point in time, I've actually crafted up a few of the different items to try to give us as many slots as possible, including using the Red Alert anti-surge netrunning suit. I've also used the Lightning Rider reinforced racing suit and a few other things that has a few additional mod slots. And you can see that in my armor, just from doing those things, has increased up to like 648, and I haven't even added any of the armadillo stuff yet. Now I've crafted up a few of them, but now at this point in time, what I want to be able to do is I want to put another attribute into this 200% efficiency. We're going to go ahead and do that. That's going to give us 5% more armor on any crafted clothing. So now if we were to craft up the clothing that we actually had before, so like as I was going to show you guys, so I'm just going to do a couple of these Netrunner suits, and we're just going to take a look to see if I can find one that actually gives us more armor just real quick to show you guys that it is a little bit more beneficial to go ahead and do that. So if we look at the Netrunner, so that's 116, 116, 116. That one's 116. Did I get any? Okay, I didn't get anything from that one, which I guess is fine. But now what we want to do is take a look at doing just a little bit more crafting of the armadillo mods, because I still haven't received an epic yet. Now, if you guys do want to be able to have the opportunity to craft some epic armadillo mods, you're going to want to make sure that you guys are at least a level 31. That is something that I didn't mention earlier. But the higher the level that you guys are, the higher the armor pieces you can actually go ahead and get. So not only are you going to get that 5% boost from having your stats inside of the technical ability, so 5% more armor from crafted clothes, you're also going to get higher armadillo mods from the higher level that you are. So I'm just going to show you guys that I went from a level 29 to a level 31 just to show you this, but we have some here that are 122, and then we have some here that are only 27, but then we have some that are 131. So the higher that you actually level that you become, then the higher that you can actually get. Now what you're going to want to do is craft a whole bunch of these, and you can also duplicate them if you guys want to. I'm not really going to get into the duplication process of that right in this video, but if you guys want to check out some of my other videos, make sure that you guys go ahead and do that. So what you want to do is equip on here 3 different pieces, or in some cases 4 different pieces that give you guys the best armor. So I'm going to put 120, 122 on there. So now we can't use a 122, but we can go ahead and use a 131 right here. So like this one right here is a 131, and then let's find something that's a little bit different. So we'll go down here to the just the uncommon one, and we'll actually go ahead and we'll go equip it right here. And you can actually do this, and this will actually become stackable now because they are technically three separate pieces, even though they are all the armadillo mods. But the armor increases are all separate, so it actually reads it as something different, which will actually increase your total armor. So now just from doing that on one item, if we go back to our character stats here real quick, you can see that we've increased our armor from 640 something to 1037, which is insane. Now you can't unfortunately go ahead and put the same piece of armor on there. So if you have an armadillo mod and it's an epic and it's say 220, you can't put 3 or 4 of those items on there, so they can't be the same thing. So that's why they do have to be separate. So that's why that's why you want to make sure that you craft a whole bunch of these, and then as you increase your level, you want to do some more and then replace the ones that are the lower ones. And I hope that that makes sense. And eventually you could have, you know, 4 epic pieces on there, but they're all going to be valued at different because you're doing it at different levels. And that's how you guys want to make sure that you guys do this the best to your ability. So here, we're going to do the same thing. You can see that this is right now is only at 41. I'm going to grab the first one here. We're going to do a 122. And I know there's a 131 in here as well. And then we're going to go ahead and grab one of the uncommon ones at... The 105 would probably be just fine, to be honest. But there's 112, so let's go ahead and equip that one. And now this went from a 41 to 402, which now makes my overall 1419. And then you can just continuously do that over and over and over again in order to get the best possible stats as possible. So let's just go ahead and keep working on the rest of these so you guys can see what this armor can actually do. So you saw what I was just at, so let's go ahead and get through this. All right, so that you guys actually saw me doing all that. and putting everything on there. Unfortunately, we don't have any epics, and I am only level 31. But the one thing that I wanted to point out to you guys specifically in this episode is that if you guys don't have the armor rating that somebody else has, there's a couple different variations for that. Number one, you might not have all the, you haven't put all your attributes into the crafting area or the technical ability, and you might not be necessarily a high enough level as a lot of those people have showcased, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you level up, you're going to continuously craft those, and you're going to improve your armor over time. I bet if I spent the next however long going from a level 31 to a level 50, this specific armor would be anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 armor, which is absolutely insane. But still, at a level 31, taking it from a 600 armor to a 3,100 armor almost is a huge difference, which ultimately creates an amazing tank if you think about it in the long run. So that is the best way that I can go ahead and explain all of this to you guys. I hope that makes sense. If you guys do have any questions, make sure that you guys go ahead and leave a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to see you guys just be a tank in the game and take pretty much any type of shot that you could possibly imagine. But anyway, if this does help you guys out, and if you did find it informative, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.